This week on Pole House Black Pot Weekend Getaways, we're off our front porch and in our woods. What's on the menu?
We're doing a tater puff pizza bake.
So stick around.
Well, it's Friday night. We finally got camp set up. Haven't given you a tour of that after we got the camper back in, but I'll probably do that either tonight or sometime this weekend if it doesn't rain us out. But we're going to hopefully be here for the
duration. We've got some things that we're doing, so we're going to be in and out. Your brother's 10th anniversary is this weekend.
And his wife been married 10 years, so got to go party tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So we won't be at camp for a while.
You and Leslie are going to a fish fry Sunday.
Yeah.
So, I just heard a dove. Did you hear that? And now there's an owl.
We're trying to be everything quiet here in the midst. If we can get some wilderness sounds of the animals out. So one of the reasons we wanted to come out here is it's a couple hundred yards off the highway, and it's a secondary highway. But
it's close enough to town. If we need something from home, we can just tool on over there and get
really
it.
handy for busy weekends like this, where it's Memorial Day weekend, and there's probably not a campsite you can find.
No, and we wouldn't want to camp.
We're still boondocking, but that's okay. We boondock a lot of places anyway.
Anyhow, Leslie and Joey are here. They're going to eat supper with us, and then they're going to go home. That's the beauty of it. She can come out and camp with us her style, which is going home.
That's
so
right.
We've got our fire lit. What's on the menu, honey?
We're doing it's kind of like pizza in a way, but it's a what is it? Tater tot.
They call it potato puff.
Yeah, tater tough. I think tater tot's
pizza, pepperoni pizza,
casserole. But I think it's more like I think it'd be better as a bake, not a casserole, because it's layered like a pizza. But
kind of, sort of.
More like a bake than a casserole.
Anyhow, we're going to get around together, and we'll be right back with you.
Well, we've just gotten to our new boondocking camp spot here out on our farm, and it's actually Thursday night, but we'd go ahead and get the camper set up so when we come over Friday after work, we can just start camping, not have to do much setting up. So before I get back into our camp spot, though, I thought I'd show you what it looked like a couple of weeks ago before we cleaned it up. So we'll go there right now. It is only 2 weeks until Memorial Day weekend, so we figured we'd come down to our little part of our farm and see if we can find a place to do some boondocking, because that Memorial Day weekend is very busy and it's hard to come up with any place to camp. So before it gets too hot, hopefully we can still get by without electricity. But we went down by our little pond, and we found this little area. It's going to take a little bit of work. Kind of hard to see this in here, but not too bad. Let me back up here. You got some grass area there, and we can have room to get down through here. This little road comes down. Truck comes down, drove down that little road, and we can back in here. We'll have to cut a few limbs out of this oak tree up here. And then I think we can come straight back in here. Got all the buck brush we'll have to clean out. It's kind of a pain. And then this couple of trees right here we can get rid of. And then that should let us back all the way back in here. Fairly level. Slopes a little bit around down over here. It's a little bit of a lower spot. But back here kind of slopes. Back in here, fairly level. And we have all this area over around here, you can see that we can set up, get cleaned up, and have our area for our campsite. Got a nice bunch of oak trees right in there, and different ones around, and right back over there. Really nice, see it right there, really nice hickory tree. And as you can see, we're gonna have full shade in here. So I think we won't show lot of it, but we're gonna set up and see if we can't get started cleaning this little woodland area out.
It don't want to cut through big stuff, does it? Yep, it's a hidden oasis. Them raspberry bushes are sure blooming. Whatever. All in through there. Yep.
Well, I didn't show you all the cleanup part, but I didn't want to bore you with that, but I thought you might like what it looks like now, after the cleanup process. Looky there. Big transformation, isn't it? Got cleared out all the underbrush. A couple of nice trees, a lot of beautiful trees in here. Some walnuts and some oaks. We got a fire pit set up. We got an extra barbecue grill that we brought out from home that we didn't need. Get backed up here to the edge of it. Some rocks that we had at another fire pit at another camp spot we had for a while. So I think it's gonna work really nice. And I thought I'd show you what it looks like straight up. As you can see, we have nothing but shade here in our new camp spot. So I guess we'll go ahead and get backed in, get things set up. We'll see you here in a bit.
You look good. You better hold up there so we can put a block under it.
It is way, way off.
Well, do you... I'd just leave them in there. They're
What are you doing, hon?
I'm frying frozen hamburger.
It's almost coming around.
Now, this is a tip for camping. Come back up here. When your hamburger's froze harder than a rock, throw a little water in your pan, cover it, and just let it cook. It's like it was never froze.
Especially when you're out here and you don't have a microwave.
That's right.
You can improvise the old-fashioned way. And you're gonna
That's
put what? Have you seasoned it yet, or what are we going?
Yes, I put seasoned salt and some onion flakes in it.
Okay.
Minced onion. Shh! Don't tell Leslie. I heard.
All right. We'll get that going, and then I'll get some charcoal going here in a minute, and then we'll get the next step going here in a minute.
All right, it's my turn now. This is a recipe I found. Can't even remember where.
Facebook.
Was it Facebook, Leslie?
Yep.
She'd know.
Dad found it originally.
No, he didn't.
Yes, you did.
I think I did, but I'm not going to argue with you. All right. First things first. It calls for a can of mushroom soup.
So, not quite like pizza, but
This is the mushroom part.
yeah, it's a little different.
Undiluted. Ooh, that spatula just barely fits
About
it
a
in.
pound of hamburger, didn't you?
Yeah.
Or ground beef.
AKA hamburger, and I think
Yeah.
that was, they did call it hamburger on the package.
One package of those tater tots, a small one.
Regular size.
Yeah, was it 1 pound or whatever?
Something like that.
Enough to fully cover the bottom. Plus a little extra, but we didn't want to have any extra to...
Well, we're out here where we don't have any electricity, so we don't have a freezer. Okay. Now, it calls for pizza sauce. One thing about pizza sauce, in our opinion, is it's pretty salty. So we're doing marinara sauce. And we're only going to do, oh, I should have had you open it. We're only going to do about half. And it's about half. We'll have to find something else. Maybe we'll get Leslie to cook us dinner one night this week.
No promises.
Wait, show her over there.
Yep.
Okay, now, the recipe said put the ground beef in there and then a layer of marinara or the pizza sauce. No, pizza sauce first, then hamburger, then more pizza sauce, then your pepperoni, then your cheese. Well, I believe in doing part of this all together. Oh, and your soup too.
And it called for, and you could do it if you like it, more of a supreme type with diced onions and green pepper.
And you could put other
So,
vegetables in there too, but we were cooking this so Leslie would come out and eat with us.
Yeah, it's open for whatever you like. Mushrooms.
Pizza is pizza, whatever you
yeah, it's kind
have
of like
on
pizza
your
ingredients
pizza.
if you want, certainly.
Okay.
Patting them down a little bit in the
Yeah, I
bottom.
am.
Nice base. Yep.
I wouldn't try that. Wouldn't mind trying that with sausage one of these days.
Yeah, Leslie's got a point there.
You could do Italian sausage. You know.
All right. Now, putting my pizza sauce. We're not like other cooking shows. We get everything out we can. Now, if you wanted to, you could leave it like this, but it calls for pepperoni. I should open this before I got started. And I'm putting the whole thing in there. If there's leftovers, we're taking Leslie home. We can always take the leftovers home.
I can always eat them later too.
She likes this recipe. We all do, actually. Turned out really good. which I was surprised. It's one of those quick, easy meals. We like them. You know something, Wade?
What's that?
By the time they watch this, they will have watched my travels.
Yeah.
What did we decide we were going to do sometime this fall? Where are we going to go?
Oh, we're gonna go down to the conservation area. Which was the name of it? That had the
Peck Ranch, I do believe.
yeah, and try
It
to
has
get some.
the elk.
Try to get some footage of some native elk that they've restocked in southeast part of Missouri.
Yes. All right. That's how that looks. You want to get tight on it, please? And then we're going to add the cheese. I need your knife. It's kid-proof, so it's adult-proof. Couldn't even break through it with my teeth, which is not a good thing. Those of you dentists out there. There you go. And just a layer of cheese, just like you would your pizza. I think this is the 2 cup. Put whatever kind of cheese you want on it. Nice healthy layer everywhere. And now it's up to Wade.
I'm gonna go over here and see if quite a bit of black. So another 4 or 5 minutes. We'll be ready to make it. Okay, won't be long. It'll be coming together. Okay, the charcoal is ready. We are using a 12, whoops, wrong utensil. We're using a 12-inch shallow Dutch oven, and we're doing a basic bake, but it's got quite a bit. We need to get it all done fairly hot, like if you would, probably wouldn't hurt, like if you were doing like a pizza or something. So we're doing 32 pieces of charcoal. That should give us 375, 400 degree oven, something like that. And it's still baked, so we're just going to do the regular 10 on the bottom. Actually, we're going to do 11 on the bottom because we want to get that bottom good and crunchy. Even though we cooked them a little bit anyway. And then turn them over, them tots. Potato puffs, whatever you want to call them.
I think Tots is a brand name.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it is.
So they're pizza or potato puffs.
Potato puffs is their proper. Yeah.
Joey, that's bad.
Okay, and on top, we're just going to do a regular, we'll keep some of them, let me keep some of them in the middle for a nice little bed of coals there. And do a nice solid ring, let's see, yeah, around the outside. And that'll give us a good, let's see, let's do 6 in the middle. Kind of a checkerboard style, evenly spaced around. Probably still take 30 minutes, won't it, Angel?
Yeah, if not closer to 40.
Okay. All right, looks good. All right. Come back and go ahead and rotate it in about 10 minutes.
No way.
That's bad.
It's been 30 minutes. Let's see if it's done. Looky there. Perfect. Let it rest a few minutes and then we'll have supper.
I will say something about cooking them tater tots first a little bit. It was a whole lot easier getting it out.
It didn't seem like they were.
They didn't stick to the
Had
bottom.
enough oil in the bottom, didn't they?
Yeah. That first time it fell apart.
Still gotta eat with a fork. It's not like pizza crust, but it's not supposed to be pizza crust. But
It's one way to get
Good.
me to eat mushrooms. And just so you know, Leslie's right over there munching hers down. Joey's on the ground over here. They don't. Leslie does not like being on camera, so
No.
that's good stuff. So
we'll see you tomorrow.